Today we're taking a look at these NBA matches, which are happening on Thursday, November 11, 2021, and giving you match breakdowns, betting tips and predictions in general on these games. Welcome back to High Stakes, let's get straight into it. Also, don't forget to subscribe to get notified as soon as we release these sport prediction videos, and if you would like more betting tips and predictions, then check out our Patreon in the link down below. Our new Patreon is a way for us to help you improve your chances of making more money. 5 plans are available for each and every one of you. You can get 30 extra betting picks all the way up to 270 extra betting picks per month. Stop wasting hours of your time searching for bad betting advice that ends up costing you a lot of money. Join the High Stakes Patreon now and get the best betting picks and advice. Toronto Raptors vs Philadelphia 76ers. The Raptors did well to hold down the fort without their star forward Siakam and adjust to life without their longtime leader Kyle Lowry, who has moved on to Miami. Part of their success can be directed at the emergence of wing Og Anunoby. After being primarily a defensive stopper for much of his brief career, Anunoby has stormed out to lead the team in scoring at over 20 points per game. He also is averaging nearly 6 rebounds per game and nearly 3 assists. Anunoby also continues to play the same stellar defense, averaging nearly 2 steals per game. Philadelphia even held the lead late into the fourth quarter before falling behind a stellar effort from Bucks star forward Giannis Antetokounmpo, who had 31 points and 16 rebounds. As for the injuries, Embiid remains in COVID protocol, while Rivers seemed more hopeful about Tobias Harris's return in the near future. Our first betting advice is to pick Toronto Raptors. On the year, the 76ers are 12th in the league in scoring offense, with 109.7 points per game. The 76ers are 29th in rebounding as they collect 42 rebounds per contest, while they are 14th in assists by dishing out an average of 23.3 dimes a night. Philadelphia is 8th in the league in scoring defense as they allow an average of 103.9 points a contest. Joel Embiid leads the 76ers as he puts up 21.4 points, 9.4 rebounds and 4 assists per contest this season. Seth Curry contributes 16.8 points a night, Tobias Harris chips in 19.8 points plus 9 rebounds per game, while Therese Maxey adds 15.8 points plus 4.7 assists per contest. Furkan Korkmaz kicks in 12.4 points a night. Georges Niang, 12.9 points, Shake Milton, 12.5 points, Danny Green, Andre Drummond, Matisse Thybulle, Isaiah Joe and Paul Reed are key pieces of the rotation for coach Doc Rivers. Philadelphia is first in the league in field goal percentage as they shoot 47.8% from the floor as a team this season. The 76ers are 11th in threes per game as they drain 13.1 triples a contest, while they are second in three-point shooting by connecting on 38% of their attempts from beyond the arc. Our second betting advice is to pick under 213.5. Indiana Pacers vs Utah Jazz. The Indiana Pacers need to improve defensively as they are giving up 109.5 points per game this season, which is 23rd in the NBA. In their previous game against the Sacramento Kings, they allowed 91 points on 31 of 84, 36.9% overall, 10 of 34, 36.9% from 3, and 22 free throw attempts. If the Pacers can defend the 3 like this, it will be a solid chance for them to rack up a winning streak. The Utah Jazz have been one of the best defensive teams in the NBA as they are 6th with 102.2 points per game. In their previous game against the Atlanta Hawks, they allowed 98 points on 37 of 85, 43.5% in the game, 18 of 35, 51.4% from deep, and 10 free throw attempts. If they can defend the 3, they will dominate this season. Our first betting advice is to pick Indiana Pacers plus 9. Speaking of Bogdanovic, the Jazz forward has been ultra efficient from the free throw line this season. A career 86.5% shooter from the charity stripe, he's knocked down 95.8% of his free throw attempts for the season. While Bogdanovic has been lights out at the line, he's struggled from beyond the arc this year. The 32-year-old is averaging 17 points per game, but has shot just 31.7% from three-point range, which would be the worst mark of his career by a wide margin. In fact, Bogdanovic has shot 39% or better from long range every year since the 2016-17 season. After Levert's strong game this weekend, the shooting guard was out for Wednesday's game in Denver with back soreness. The Pacers lost that game 101-98 to fall to 4-8 on this season. However, there is a chance that Levert will get a chance to play in Utah for the second night of a back-to-back. The team is also waiting for small forward TJ Warren to return from injury. Warren has not played yet this season due to a foot injury. Well, the Athletics' Shams Charania reported that there's optimism that the 6'8" forward could return as early as late December. Pacers head coach Rick Carlisle urged fans to proceed with caution surrounding a definitive timeline. Our second betting advice is to pick under. Quick reminder, BetUS is a platform that offers betting on all major sport and horse racing leagues. It has slots, table games, blackjack, and a variety of other casino games. All of the major US leagues are available for betting, including the NFL, NBA, NHL, MLB, and PGA. In addition, BetUS allows wagers on esports, Olympic events, soccer, cricket, boxing, cycling, and many more competitions. Join BetUS now using our link down below and get 125% cashback bonus on your first deposit on the sportsbook after you open an account and deposit using our link and use our promo code HIGHSTAKES. Miami Heat vs Los Angeles Clippers. Miami is averaging 110.1 points per game. They scored 96 points in their last game, making 39.7% of their field goals and 36.1% of their three-pointers. Jimmy Butler led the way for Miami with 31 points, 5 rebounds, and 8 assists. Duncan Robinson finished with 13 points and 2 rebounds, while Bam Adebayo had 10 points and 10 rebounds for the Heat. Miami has played well defensively, giving up 101.5 points per game. They gave up 113 points in their last game and will need to do a better job if they want to win this game. Los Angeles is averaging 108 points per game. They scored 117 points in their last game, making 51.8% of their field goals and 53.3% of their three-pointers. Paul George led the way for Los Angeles with 24 points, 9 rebounds, and 7 assists. Reggie Jackson finished with 23 points and 6 assists, while Nicholas Batum added 23 points and 6 rebounds for the Clippers. Los Angeles has also played well defensively, giving up 103.2 points per game. They gave up 109 points in their last game and will need a similar effort if they want to get the win. Our second betting advice is to pick Miami Heat, -2.5. Opposing teams are only averaging 41.6% shooting against Miami so far this season, which doesn't bode well for a Clippers team that isn't shooting the ball great at home. Along with Leonard, Marcus Morris Sr. has also been out for Los Angeles. So you have to wonder where the offense is going to come from in this matchup. The Clippers are going to have to turn this meeting into a defensive spectacle. They have the third best defensive efficiency rating in the league, and they don't offer up a lot of turnovers despite the talent discrepancy. It's a button-down team that won't make things easy on the Heat, even if they're a top 10 scoring offense. Wednesday's loss to the Los Angeles Lakers marked the third time in 4 games the Heat have come up short. Granted, they didn't have Markieff Morris for that game, and Jimmy Butler left early with an ankle injury. Tyler Herro also had an opportunity to knock down a late three-pointer that would have pushed the game into a second overtime, but the surging, young guard wasn't able to get his shot to fall. Our second betting advice is to pick under.